guys, welcome to the presentation. Today's topic is called Why are 95% of people trapped in low frequency and how to escape it. We're gonna discuss frequency, we're gonna discuss Hawkins scale of consciousness today. Also, we will pinpoint the exact kind of turning point and the exact thing that you need to start doing to shift from lower to higher frequencies to really align with your purpose and to make the life flow easily and more effortlessly. Also, in today's presentation, we will offer some simple application tips to start doing today or as soon as possible to change the narrative of your life's journey. Let's start with the presentation and let's discuss what is holding you back. Your internal state of consciousness, this dictates the results you are getting. Most people are just focusing on the external outcomes and they are trying to force positive results. If you are generally stuck or if your general baseline is low frequency, it's similar to building a house on a quicksand. You need to focus on the kind of internal setup, your internal frequency first. You need to elevate your general baseline over a certain point to really get into kind of flow with life and to stop fighting everything, to be aligned with life. Also, in 3D, your nervous system is kind of your greatest ally or greatest enemy when it comes to changing the trajectory of your life. If you are stuck in lower frequencies, your nervous system will always be fighting any change that you are trying to make, and this will only lead on your end to doing much more effort than is needed. You will need to work through sheer willpower. You will need to really do your best to kind of fight the baseline that you are setting. Generally speaking, in lower frequencies, you are in a reactive state to the external circumstances. In higher frequencies, you are in proactive state. You are creating freely from within, and the external circumstances are changing as a consequence of your internal state. What you can see here is the Hawkins scale of consciousness. This scale is not linear, it's exponential. It goes, you can see certain number scale from the bottom. It goes from the lower frequencies of shame, guilt, apathy, grief, fear, desire, anger, and pride. Now and then there is a turning point, and this turning point is at the scale level of 200, and the emotion connected to the turning point is courage. We're gonna discuss courage much more later in the presentation. And for positive emotional frequencies, you go from courage to neutrality, willingness, acceptance, reason, love, joy, peace, and enlightenment. All the emotions below 200, they require effort, friction, and they require some kind of force. It's when you are stuck in those lower energetically charged emotions, in these lower frequencies, uh, you need to kind of force things to happen. On the other end, all the frequencies above 200 and above, they give you power. They make life more effortless. You are in the flow. You are in success state. What is important about these, that you have certain baseline frequency, and this baseline frequency means even if you go above or below during the day, your body works as some kind of thermostat, and it naturally realigns back to your baseline frequency. It means you can be somewhere around courage to neutrality as your baseline frequency, but it doesn't mean that you cannot experience anger, you cannot experience fear, you cannot experience guilt. Also, it doesn't mean that during the day you cannot experience pure love, joy, or peace with life. But this baseline frequency also means what your nervous system is attuned to, what the neural pathways are attuned to. And this means that your goal should be just increasing the baseline to kind of work more easily in your life. As you can see, I have written that the level of 200, the courage, is the boundary. I would say it's tipping point of human consciousness. It's gateway to positive emotions. Everything above 200, your lives become cooperative with your intentions. Above 200, your body and mind becomes optimized and aligned with whatever you are trying to achieve. The most important thing about courage, when I think about it, what comes to my mind instantly is that courage is the frequency of action. You're moving from passive to active. In life, your subconscious mind and also your nervous system will always try to protect what is safe and what is familiar. It will always try to just keep you within the boundaries that you are accustomed to. It will always try to protect you from everything that is new, because it could be potentially dangerous. And with courage, you are willingly stepping out of your comfort zone, you are taking action, and you are observing the new environments, the new areas that haven't been explored before. The courage is it's moving to the unknown zones of life. When you're going somewhere you've never been before, it requires courage. And to move there, you need to take action. Action is the ultimate low frequency breaker. When you take action, you shift to neutral and to positive overall energetic states. And after taking action, mostly good things will come to your life. I have discussed it many times in my articles, in presentation. Most of the people that start researching, watching videos, finding information about manifestation, about changing their lives, they think that you can just meditate or visualize your way to a new life with anything in it that you desire. It's true to an extent, but there is always a second part of the equation, and this part of the equation is you must take action daily to confirm to your subconscious mind and to confirm to your nervous system that you are starting to explore the new areas that you are mapping in your mind when you are meditating or visualizing stuff. We are still living in a 3D world. We are living in physical reality, and action is the ultimate deal breaker for reaching your goals. I would say that to truly make the quote unquote manifestation the fastest way possible, in my experience, combining the mental aspect of it, by mental aspect I mean visualizing where you want to be, visualizing your future selves, maybe meditating, listening to fields, journaling stuff, whatever, affirming things. You need to have a clear map where you are heading, and also you need to take daily inspired action towards your goals. And only this way you will shift your subconscious map. Also, this way you will start kind of noticing and reacting to all the opportunities that come to your life, because I would say that what visualization does and what it's the best tool for is just showing your mind the endless amounts of possibilities there are everywhere. You start to getting calls from different people. You start like all the events start unfolding the way for you to notice them and for you to just take the inspired action and to make the next steps towards your goals. This is what visualization will do. In most cases, when you visualize something, nothing happens out of thin air. You still need to take action, but combine action and combine mind together to get the best results possible. Action and courage for action is the key. Why do we get stuck in lower frequencies? The human ego secretly loves the lower levels because every single low emotion offers a hidden toxic payoff that keeps us feeling safe or justified. As you can see, what I've written here, on the level of pride, you might feel superior to others. You might feel right, better than others. This is what feeds the ego. On the level of anger, false sense of power, control, etc., masking deep sense of helplessness. Grief, fear equals victimhood, excuse from trying, taking risks, facing the possibility of failure, being in the mind state, it's not my fault anyway. To permanently shift, we need to be aware that the ego is gaining profit from your misery. Your ego is trying to keep you in lower vibrational state because, as said many times, it's safe, it's something that you are used to, and it's your ego will feed you all the bad reasons to not push forward and make the changes that would help you to become the version of you that you are trying to become. It's all just a game. It's you versus your ego, your mind versus your ego, and just being aware of it will greatly help you to navigate in your daily choices or daily decisions that you start doing. That was a lot of information, but what is the most important thing is to start applicating those things into your daily life, to walk towards new version of you today. I have 4 points here that are really important to be set. First point, overnight success is highly unlikely. What I mean by that is, even by being aware of everything, even by doing everything right and starting working on yourself, everything is a journey, and things kind of need to fall into place and settle a bit until the bigger changes start to become relevant in your life. And sometimes overnight success happens, but for most of us, and for the most part, just believe that everything will take time, and you need to really find a routine that will help you with kind of shifting your identity to the version of you that you are trying to become, and just stick to it daily, day in, day out, without missing days. Never feeling sad or angry again. What I mean by that, even if you reach higher levels of consciousness as your baseline, even if you are in pure state of just loving or pure state of joy, it doesn't mean that in life there are no experiences that will put you above or below it, but it means that when your baseline level will kind of settle and rewrite, when your baseline frequency rewrites, it's one thing, it takes a lot of time to rewrite your baseline level to a new one, but also it means that it will stay at this level even though you have bad days. Physical action was already discussed multiple times. Taking physical action is key. Inspired physical action in accordance to your goals. Rewiring of your nervous system. It means working with the 3D manifestation of your subconscious mind into exploring new areas where your nervous system is safe and familiar with new things that are happening. Action steps. First action step is self-awareness. Becoming aware that your ego is most of the time trying to trick you and trying to keep you at low vibration, and just by being aware you can easily navigate through a lot of challenges that are happening in your life, because it will be much easier to see through all the tricks that your mind is putting you through. Choose daily discomfort and choose daily action as a path of rewriting your personality, your identity, your version of you. Already discussed multiple times, even if you are listening to morphic fields, visualizing, you must still take daily action. What I recommend doing is to grab a journal and write down every day what you did today as action steps that will bring you closer to your goals. Also write down what happened during the day that confirmed that the changes are starting to take shape. What external or internal changes did you notice in your reality? And just stick to it daily. Also, visualize daily your desired future version of you, like you are already living it. Just become it and have fun, because things in life take time, and you just need to stick to doing something for a longer period of time until you start seeing the results of are coming to fruition. Next part is regulating your nervous system. What I mean by that is the tools as meditation, grounding, movement, all those things will help to ease your nervous system into building your new identity. And last step is having clear goals in mind and being fully certain where you are heading, what you want to accomplish, what your future version of you would look like, and just going for it every day. Like if you are playing an RPG game, just try to level up every day to beat all the bosses in the game. Try to overcome all the obstacles that life puts you through, and when you are just doing your best every day, then when you look back 1, 2, 3 years, when you took 1, 2, 3 years back where you were on your journey, you realize that so much things have changed. You are completely new person that you were before, and that those things work. You just didn't notice them because you were focusing on just wanting everything right here and right now. And embrace the journey, embrace the struggle, and have clear path and clear goals, and do your best every day to reach those goals. My name is Filip. I hope the presentation helped to connect different strings about manifestation, about nervous system, about frequency, about emotions, and about taking action. Also how courage and the emotion of courage fits into all of this. The more you start to learn about those things, the more you start to find how it's all connected, and everything comes down to just having clear path ahead, doing daily action, letting go of the expectation, and having fun while doing it, and that's it. This is what life is all about. And using tools like morphic fields, like frequencies, like subliminals, whatever, is a great way to accelerate the process, but you still need to take the action. Have a nice day and see you at the next presentation.